Hey guys, so in this video I'm working on the front of my America Chavez jacket from the new Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness movie. If you haven't already watched my first part, go ahead and watch that, because in that video we worked on the back of the jacket and also the sleeves. So today we're working on the front of the jacket and finishing out the rest of this cosplay, so let's just get right back into this tutorial. So this is what the jacket I'm starting off with looks like. It's just a jacket I got from my local Goodwill. It's a plain jean jacket. Her jacket is actually a bit more fitted than this. It's more fitted than it is a loose or oversized jacket, so you might want to get a different size, but this was just the first one I saw. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm taking my regular tape and I'm just masking out where I want the red and white designs to go. And I'm making sure as I do this, there's enough room for each of the colors to be seen properly. On her jacket, the pattern goes red, white, red, white, red. So I'm just trying to make sure I have enough layers for each of the lines, and I'm masking out the sides so that I don't get any of the paint anywhere else. And I showed you guys the paint in my last video, but here it is again, this same brand of fabric paint that I got from the dollar section at Michael's. And I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this in, and I'm just gonna speed it up so you guys don't have to sit through all of this for so long. And here I'm adding some extra tape for the layers that we don't want to be red. I just didn't want to get it anywhere else other than this little section here. And while that side is drying, I'm going ahead and doing the exact same thing to the other side, trying to line up the lines as much as possible. And again, adding that tape on the edges so we get a nice clean border and the red doesn't go anywhere we don't want it to go. And just filling it in, same as last time. And using a white paint pen, I'm using some of the release photos and the promo art as a reference to do some of the stars on the front of the jacket. And now I'm removing the tape from our first sections that we did, and look at those clean lines. I'm so happy with how they came out. And again, using that same white paint as I did from my other video, going right in to the sections in between the red and just filling it in with the white, being as careful as possible to keep the lines as straight as possible, but I'm not worried about it messing up too much because the print on her jacket looks pretty faded anyway, but I just didn't want it to mess up those lines that we just did. And for any mistakes like that I just did, got the white and the red, I just went back through with the red and covered it up, and it was good as new. And while that was drying, I noticed that the stars weren't as bright as I wanted them to be with the white paint pen, so I went back over them with that same white fabric paint, and it made them stand out even more. And here I'm removing the tape from the other side of the jacket now that it's all dry, and repeating the exact same steps as I did on the other side, just filling it in with the white as much as possible and trying to keep our lines as clean as we can. And now I'm doing a rough sketch of the skull or sugar skull design that she has on the bottom right of her jacket. I'm not an artist, but I'm just trying to sketch out a good enough like stencil to fill it in. And this is what I have when I was done. Like I said, I'm not an artist. And with that same white fabric paint, I'm just filling the entire thing in white. And when that was all done, I started doing this design that's on the left side of the jacket that looks like a heart with barbed wire around it. So I first did the base layer, just doing the heart. And I can't find the footage where I started doing the white barbed wire around it, but this is as best as I could get it. I think it looks close enough. And since the white on the skull hadn't finished drying yet, I started doing the Amor is Amor design she has going down the left side of the jacket. Once I had my sketch done, I went over it with that same dark blue navy paint I used in my previous video, and this is not fabric paint, it's just acrylic paint, but it worked fine for me since I was just doing the lettering. And I don't have any footage of it, but now I'm going back through and doing all of the designs around the skull that she has on the right side again, filling it in and doing everything. I'm sorry I don't have any footage of it, but I just try to get it as close as possible. It's not perfect for mine at all, but I just did my best. And after that was done, I added a couple finishing touches like the El Fuego she has at the bottom of her jacket. And this was my jacket all finished. And to complete my America Chavez cosplay, all I did was I wore a plain gray t-shirt and I had a gold necklace with a pendant. I think hers looks more like a lock, but I just had a heart-shaped gold one that I wore. And she also wears black jeans with her outfit, and that is it. Simple, easy cosplay. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't watched the first part, go back and watch that so you can get the back of the jacket. If you like this video, please subscribe for more because I do a lot of DIYs and cosplay tutorials and things like that. Follow me on Instagram to keep up with all my other cosplay antics, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!